It's a primal instinct, fight or flight. When the blue and red lights flash in the rearview mirror, every driver faces a choice. For most, it's a simple, begrudging surrender, a speeding ticket, a warning, a moment of inconvenience. But for some, the answer is flight. A foot slams on the accelerator, and a routine traffic stop explodes into a high-stakes life-or-death gamble. They think they can outrun the radio, outsmart the helicopter, and escape the consequences. But every second they flee, the stakes get higher, the risks more extreme, and the potential for tragedy becomes an almost certainty. These aren't Hollywood action sequences. This is the brutal reality of people who chose to run. These are the stories of Karens who died trying to escape the police, often taking innocent lives with them. Case 1. The point of no return. Around 5 a.m. on December 21, 2025, the flashing lights of a Fairmont City police car lit up the pre-dawn darkness. The stop was for speeding. The driver was 29-year-old Precious Black. It should have been routine, but as an officer stood next to her car, Precious made a decision that sealed her fate. She hit the gas. The officer was dragged as the car accelerated, a felony committed in a split second. He managed to free himself as she sped onto the interstate, but the line had been crossed. This was no longer about a speeding ticket. Fairmont City Police initiated a pursuit that crossed state lines from Illinois into Missouri. The St. Louis County Police Department's Force Investigation Unit would later take over as the chase tore down westbound I-70. At interstate speeds, there is no room for error. Precious lost control. Her car crashed in what news reports described as a single-vehicle crash with a fatality. The vehicle was a mangled wreck. At that velocity, the human body stands no chance. The cause of death was massive blunt force trauma, a basilar skull fracture, a crushed chest, catastrophic internal bleeding. Though no autopsy-level detail was released, it was medically unsurvivable. The officer she dragged survived with hospital-treated injuries. Precious did not. Her death became the fifth fatal pursuit crash investigated by the SLMPD's Force Investigation Unit in 2025 alone, fueling a fierce debate over cross-jurisdiction pursuits for relatively minor initial offenses. Case 2. The Hour-Long Gamble. On October 23, 2024, the LAPD tried to pull over a 2024 Honda CR-V in Sylmar, California. The driver, 26-year-old Anna Zauner, was behind the wheel of a stolen vehicle. Instead of stopping, she chose to run. For over an hour, news helicopters broadcast her full-throttle escape live across Los Angeles. She tore up the I-5, weaving through lanes in a work zone at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Live footage showed her slaloming past trucks and threading impossibly narrow gaps as CHP and LAPD units struggled to keep up. Commentators pointed out the extreme speed and the ever-present risk of a catastrophic crash. Near Gorman, in the Grapevine area, that risk became a reality. On a final curve, the stolen SUV broke loose. It snapped outward, slammed into a guardrail, and then exploded into a concrete overpass pillar with immense force. The combination of the rollover and the direct pillar impact was instantly fatal. The crash caused what officials termed fatal polytrauma, a shattered rib cage, torn lungs, severe brain injury, and massive internal bleeding. CHP and fire crews were on the scene almost immediately. They had been in pursuit after all, but it was a recovery, not a rescue. They pulled her from the completely crushed vehicle, but reports indicate she died at the scene. The case became a high-profile example in the ongoing debate over the danger of pursuing property crime suspects at high speed. Case 3. The price of pursuit. This case is different. It's not just about the person who ran. It's about the person who was in the wrong place at the very worst time. On November 5th, 2023, in Meigs County, Ohio, Zach Jeffers was fleeing law enforcement. As the pursuit raged on, Deputy Callandine deployed spike strips on State Route 7. Jeffers hit them. His tires blew, he lost control, and his vehicle veered head-on into the path of oncoming traffic. Driving south, completely within the speed limit and uninvolved in any crime, was Zachary Carson, He had only seconds to react. The two vehicles collided almost nose to nose. The impact was devastating. The front ends of both cars were crushed, and the occupants suffered massive frontal blunt trauma. When EMS arrived, both Jeffers and Carson were declared mortally injured. But the story didn't end there. Carson's family filed a wrongful death suit against the Meigs County Sheriff's Office and Deputy Calendine. The lawsuit argued that placing the spike strips in that specific location foreseeably endangered uninvolved motorists, creating a death trap. The suit alleged the deputy brushed off Carson's death as what it is and the price of business. This case highlights the terrible collateral damage of a police chase, where the life of an innocent man was tragically deemed part of the price of catching a fleeing suspect. The fleeing driver makes a selfish choice, but often they aren't the only ones who pay for it. Coming up, two stories of innocent people who were just driving home, only to be killed by a suspect who decided a red light didn't apply to them. Case 4. A gamble in the intersection. An intersection is a place of trust. You trust that when your light is green, the other direction will stop. When a police chase shatters that trust, the results are catastrophic. On October 14, 2025, in Parkland, Washington, a deputy pulled over a suspect and discovered he had a Department of Corrections warrant. The suspect fled. Just 20 to 30 seconds later, he blasted through a red light and slammed into a car being driven by an uninvolved woman. The high-speed T-bone impact struck her directly on the driver's side. She died from massive thoracic and abdominal trauma. It's a sickeningly similar story in Fountain Valley, California, on December 2, 2024. Timothy Bradford Cole, 43, was suspected of setting fire to his neighbor's home. When police spotted his Dodge Ram, he fled. The chase lasted about 1 minute. At the intersection of Ellis and Magnolia, he ran a red light. His heavy pickup smashed into a white BMW, carrying 3 people. A 25-year-old female passenger on the side of the impact took the full force of the crash. She sustained catastrophic chest and head injuries and died at a trauma center. In both cases, a suspect's decision to run a red light became a death sentence for a completely innocent person who was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Case 5. The price of a stolen item. What is a life worth? Is it worth more than a stolen item from a store? For Anthony Hansall, 43, the answer was, apparently, no. On December 18, 2024, police in Orange County, California were pursuing Hansall in connection with a petty theft and a hit and run. Hansall drove recklessly, ignoring traffic laws as he tried to escape. Meanwhile, Marianne Casey, a 67-year-old resident of La Palma, was driving her BMW through an intersection. She was a regular member of the community, just going about her day. She had a green light. Hansall did not. Dashcam footage from another vehicle captured the horrifying moment. Hansall's vehicle streaks into the intersection and T-bones Casey's car. The impact is brutal. The dashcam shows the BMW being shoved sideways as glass explodes from the windows. The cabin on Casey's side is crushed inwards. She was pulled from the wreck with critical injuries and transported to a hospital, but she did not survive. Hansall, who was also injured, was arrested and faced charges including murder, felony evading, and hit and run. A chase that started over a petty theft ended with the death of a beloved 67-year-old woman. From a speeding ticket to a stolen SUV to a petty theft. The reasons for running are often minor, but the consequences are absolute. For the drivers who flee, and for the innocent people who share the road with them, a police chase turns public streets into a war zone. The decision to run is a gamble where the ultimate price is paid not just by the suspect, but by anyone unlucky enough to be in their path. What's the craziest police chase you've ever seen? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see more stories of fatal entitlement, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Karen's Last Mistake. Join us next time as we explore the most idiotic deaths in the workplace. Until then, drive safe, and if you see the lights, pull over.